Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to day 2 of our 13 days of Halloween. We've got new pajamas, and I'm still rocking the 90s / early 2000s vibes with a good old handkerchief.
Oh, bandanas. Aren't they cute?
On my head. And luckily for me, I am inside today, so I won't have any issues with this flying up and me looking like an elf or a gnome. So, we're good. We're good. I may be slightly influenced by a lot of 90s and 2000s movies I've been watching lately, but we're not going to talk about that today. We have other things to talk about, like Halloween and me decorating, because yesterday we did a lot of decorating. However, we didn't get very far in the process, so I think today it'll go a lot faster than yesterday.
That is not correct.
So if you missed yesterday's, maybe go back and watch it so you can see how I decorated yesterday. So we tackled the patio as well as the dining room. We didn't get to the kitchen, but we will get to the kitchen today. So we have the kitchen to do, we have the living room to do. I'm going to decorate a little tiny part of the entryway, and then we have a bathroom and a bedroom to do. Don't listen to President Rachel, she is full of lies. We will not get to the bathroom or bedrooms. She was too overzealous, she really was.
This story's about me, not him.
Also, I'm pretty sure I have some decorations out in my outdoor storage area out there. And will I get that stuff out? Questionable. So I'll probably do a similar thing I did yesterday, which is I'll kind of check in and check out, do some voiceovers, kind of do a whole combination of things. Just because I'm trying to streamline me getting the house decorated and not stopping every 5 seconds to make some side comment that may or may not be necessary, and I'm sure most of it's not necessary, just because I'm me and I like to make side comments that are necessary. You don't know how much random shenanigans I cut out of these videos. And be thankful, because they're not really worth anyone's time. So I had some things I wanted to mention about yesterday. So I decorated the dining room, and I was going to bed last night and thinking, did I really do a good job with the vintage vibe? So I started to look up the Dennison Bogie book, and if you haven't looked at it, they also include home decor stuff. I, for some reason, only thought they included mainly costumes from, like, the 1920s and 1930s for inspiration. However, they have both costumes and home decor ideas. So I was, like, looking through their book, and then it made me feel a lot more confident about how I decorated in my dining room, and that it does truly look quite vintage with all the paper banners and everything that I put up, because I learned that mainly the reason why you don't see decorations from really before the 50s is because they use a lot of handmade items as well as paper items, so at the end of the year all you had to do was throw it all away, so you wouldn't have to worry about storing them throughout the years. So I do want to bring a little bit more of that creepy paper. I'm surprised I didn't make that joke once yesterday. If you watch what we do in the shadows, you'll know what I mean. The creepy paper.
Creepy paper.
Crepe paper master?
But we're going to call it creepy paper. I'm going to put more in the living room, and then I'm going to make a little decoration thing out in the entryway. It's because I was looking through, and I think they have some really cool ideas. Let's see if I can do it, though. Some of these paper things that they make are ridiculous, and I don't know how anyone had the time. I think I mentioned everything I wanted to say. This intro is probably longer than I intended it to be, so let's hurry up and get into decorating.
Move it or lose it, sister!
Welcome to the kitchen, where the lighting is questionable, but we do what we can. So I figured we'd start with the kitchen just because that's something I wanted to do yesterday, and I didn't get to it. So we're getting to it first thing here right now. So I'm going to clean off the counters. Just because I feel like they could use a little wipe down first, and then we'll start doing a little bit of decorating here and there. I did admittedly put that Eat, Drink, and Be Scary tapestry up already just because I got excited to put it up. That's all. So I'm not going to do too much in here, but I do want to focus on this thing. So I got this tray from my half-sister, and it's vintage and really cool. So I figured what I would do with this is I would kind of do like a little coffee station or something on it, since I don't really feel like these are super great like TV trays for sitting on the couch with. So that's my plan to do with this. Let's clean some counters with this Miss Meyer's apple cider scented spray. It is so good. Recommend if you like apple cider smell. So after we clean the counters, we're going to try and decorate that tray I mentioned earlier, and I'm just moving things around. That's just what I do all the time. I decided to put these little K cups here, and then in that bubblegum machine I was gonna put some candy corn. However, I don't have enough candy corn to fill the whole thing, so I put some marshmallows at the bottom to boost dip the candy corn, so that way you could at least see the candy corn in this gumball machine. Now I'm just trying to figure out how to lay out this good morning shelf that I got, and we're gonna go back to it because that's not how I want it. So we're filling this up with sugar and moving forward. We're just moving things around, trying to figure out where I want the syrups to go. It's just a lot of me moving things around, to be honest, and it's not that interesting, but here we are showing you anyways. Moving back up to that good morning shelf, we're gonna add these trees I got from Target a couple years ago, and then I'm using them to like frame my little bat canister there. And now we're gonna add some brooms to kind of separate the kitchen from the dining room, but not over separated, if you know what I mean, to where you can't see through the kitchen to the dining room. So I thought it'd be cute to add these witch brooms here, so it's like some witches park their brooms. And now I'm just doing some final touch on the other side of the kitchen by adding my measuring cups, my butter dish, some other random stuff that I found in my containers that I didn't know where else to put. And we're finally changing out the rug to this ghost one. And to be honest, I'm not going to use that one in the kitchen because I'm scared things will get on it, but for the aesthetics, it's here. Alright, I think the kitchen is done, so we're heading off to the living room. First things first, let's start off with the fireplace. So it's going to be a little bit of blow mold central here, and then as you can see by the TV, there's not much space on the actual mantle, so I think I'm just going to put the faux leaves there just to give it a little bit of something. So once we're done with the mantle, I'm going to turn you guys over to this direction, which you can't see behind you, but this is where the love seat is, and I figured it'd be fun to take what I mentioned yesterday, which is those paper ghosts that I saw in that one picture, and put one like kind of emerging behind this coffin bookshelf, so it's like filling up some space over here. Also, I have one more witch broom, like full-size one, so I figured maybe we would use that also up there somewhere. So we have plans.
Who told you you was a Virgo?
I got these banners last year from Victorian Trading Company, and I wish that Victorian Trading Company was still around, so we'll see if they come back or not. But these banners give me all the serotonin because they remind me of the banners that you see in Disneyland and Walt Disney World when they decorate for Halloween, and so that's why I love them so much. So I'm just hanging them up right now, and then to fill in that gap between the TV and the top of the mantle, I'm just adding my fall foliage leaves that I got from Hobby Lobby, and I'm putting both of those leaves there so that way it looks extra fluffy and nice. How to do. So this behind me here, that's where we store our logs, so that'll stay. However, I'm ready to put the blow molds down. It looks fine up here. If you saw the mantle part right before this, it looks fine. It is what it is. I wish I had more space in between the TV and the mantle area, but I don't, so I think I did the best I could. We're gonna see if I can get all the blow molds. Did I get batteries today? However, we may not be able to, and that's life.
Thank you, Murray.
Nice joke reference there, Rachel. So now we're doing our little blow molds down at the bottom of our fireplace, and I love them. They're all so cute. That's really all I'm doing down there. Nothing really that special. And now I'm hanging up more banners by the TV, and you'll see I kind of move them close to the TV because I realized I don't really like that point that it's making. It has too many points to make. Is that a joke? Maybe. Oh my gosh, Olaf appears everywhere. It's so funny to see it back in the footage. So now I'm adding a black banner just to give a little bit of contrast to the orange one. And then I was actually not doing that bad of a job of twisting this Crippa paper because I'm really bad about doing that. But then I got ruined anyways because I ended up moving it close to the TV. So it didn't really matter anyways. The final thing I'm doing is I'm just twisting the orange around the black banner so that way it looks a little bit more cohesive and not like two separate banners.
What are you looking for, detective?
Hi, probably not in focus, but don't worry, I won't be here for long because we're gonna try and make our ghost. I was expecting more craft paper than this from what I bought, but you know what? I think it'll be fine. These ghosts are pretty thin.
Are you hungry? Can I get you something?
So I got a pencil, a Sharpie, and my really small craft paper, and a reference picture on my phone. I smacked my phone really hard just then. So sorry. And we'll see what we can come up with for some little fun ghosties. How can I stick this? We're just eyeballing this, so we'll see how we do. Tiny! No! No! Get off! You already made it crinkled. No! Why? Nobody! Can you get off? Can we get off? Will we be able to see this? Who knows? No, bud. Let's not.
What can I say? I'm a rebel.
Swiggly wiggly. Okay. Alright. I'm just gonna black out the face because these look like they're cut out, but my wall isn't that dark, so you won't be able to see his little face.
I love that sound.
Just finishing up drawing our little ghost guy over here and filling in his little eyes. Also, I feel like I'm very spitty, and I apologize about that. I also don't like mouth noises, so hopefully I'm not doing that terrible of a job. Now I've cut them out, I'm hanging them up with double-sided tape, and my head got in the way this whole entire shot, so. Okay, I don't think I did a good job of filming doing this, but hopefully you got the idea. Before I make the other ghost, I think I kind of want him coming from the ceiling, because I thought that'd be cool. I'm gonna hang the witch broom here and see what kind of space I got left before I just make my ghost and then have to remake it or something if this is taking up too much space. We're gonna hang this up first. Time to hang up this broom and figure out where it should go. Remember those ghost little doodads in the 90s that go whoa? Am I doing a good impression? Probably not. Now we're hanging up our other ghost that I made, and I realized that I didn't have the right angle on him, so I kind of just brought him up further and then taped him down and then cut off that excess little piece at the corner so that way it looks like he'd be coming through the ceiling. I thought that would be kind of cute to frame the little area back there. Now that I have some ghosts, we need to figure out this love seat situation. So now I'm just, put in some nice blankets so that way everyone has a blanket at their disposal no matter where they are in my apartment. I'm just like fiddling with pillows for forever. And then I decided I had a little chair and I thought Miles Skeleton guy would fit perfect there. And he has the cutest little stance, if I do say so myself. Look at that little gentleman back there. Now we're doing my main couch, which is also just me fiddling with pillows and trying to figure out what looks good, what not looks good. Also, thank goodness I fixed that blanket because that was going to bother the bejesus out of me if I did not fix it. So my favorite thing is probably this giant pumpkin that I got from, what was it, Party Bar? It's super cute. Time to bust out this pumpkin rug. So that's what we're doing now, and then we're moving on to my coffee table. So I'm just clearing it out and trying to figure out where I should put things, both to store for my banners and crepe paper, also just to figure out where to actually put the rest of the stuff that I have. And I tried using this table runner here, but I ended up hating it because it was like all crinkled from being stored in the bag for however long that was. So I hated it, and I just guarded it off of the table as soon as I could. So I have a different table runner there now. However, you don't see it in the shot or in the final shot, so you'll see it in the actual tour of my apartment. So apologies there, but that's what happens when you stare at something for a couple days and then you realize you don't like it, so you change it around. So that's how I live my life. You'll see me move this little Halloween house cut out to the back, and then I added these leaves. I thought it'd be cute. Last thing from this side are these raven lights, and I'm actually just using the nails I already had in my wall from where I put up my Christmas lights from last year, so it made it pretty easy just to hang up these raven ones. My cats are hyper, probably because I should feed them dinner, so I'll be doing that here in 1 second. Don't worry, guys. Dinner is coming. So, I hung up some lights, as you can see in the back here, but in doing so, I had to find another connector, so that way it could reach an outlet. And I realized that a purple strand of lights that I thought did not work partially did work. And then putting them that did light up purple like halfway through the strand, I put outside. So I'll show you that really quick. So I think I have 1 or 2 other shots to do in here with you, and then we'll move to the entryway. Now onto this shelf bookcase thing. I don't know what you want to call it, but I'm just fiddling and adding some Halloween decor here just to kind of tie everything in together, and then finally we're done with my living room. Dear God. Welcome to the entryway, and the bathroom's right over there. So we're gonna do this area first, and then I'll move into the bathroom, and I'm gonna say it, I don't have the energy to be doing the bedroom today, so expect to see what it looks like in the tour of the apartment on, I forget what day it is, but I think it's day 9 maybe? Don't hold me to it. I am gonna do more vintage things just because I want to bring some of that banners out here. I have a lot left. This isn't even all of it. So I got plenty of those to be using for other areas. Now, you might be asking, what do you have for ideas for right here, Rachel? Well, let me tell you, I got an idea. See that like chandelier thing up here? We're going to attempt it. We're going to see if I can make that possible with what I got going on. So I'm gonna try and see if I can find some sort of hoop somewhere that I can use, and then based off of that, we can hang the rest. While it's pointing up to the sky, I got a command strip here. I want a leaf. So we're going to take this, hopefully, and a command strip, and then hook it on. We're gonna use orange first, and I'm gonna get up here and hope I don't block your view and eyes. Like so. And then I'm gonna cut here. You have no idea. As right now, I am the cat whisperer with my streamers. Oh my gosh, Edgar, you're so cute. I love you. Okay, so I cut, I think 10 of them, and so now I'm just gonna take the ends here, and I'm going to line them up, and then I'm gonna cut a little triangle. Go weep, weep. Cut a triangle out just to make the ends look nicer. So we have our tassel. We fold, we drape over. Can you see what I'm doing? Are you looking? Watch, like now I forgot how to do it. And then you should be able to loop it through. And then you pull, you see, and then you tighten. You tighten it up like so. You can put it in either direction. I'm just gonna do it that way. Did you see what I did? Okay. Orange is complete. I guess I should move this because Edgar is attack mode. Can we not? No, Edgar. I cut 8 more of these, but now it's in black. And I didn't trim the edges of these. It's just raw, like not rudge, but just cut straight. And then I'm gonna put these alternating between black, orange, black, orange, black, orange. I'm wrangling cats right now, and if you ever wrangle cats, it doesn't really work out very well. So far, we have this. So I think I need to bundle this.
Guys, I messed up.
Welcome. So I've had some frustrations with this thing. It looks pretty crappy, in my opinion. But I was messing around with it, and I think it could look better if I do something with it besides leave it like this.
It got pretty ugly.
But I fixed it.
That is what we're dealing with. So, I'm gonna try and take some of the crepe paper and put it towards the center of that monstrosity and see if that helps distract from what I've created, because I spent way too long trying to get that to work when I should have just been doing something else. But you know, I'm stubborn, so it happens. Looking back, I don't actually think it looks that bad, but I can see why I was frustrated at this point after spending hours on something that looks meh. But I do think these little gravy paper arms really did help. I think that's as good as that's gonna get, so we're gonna move on. Final stretch, and dear goodness, I am tired of hearing my own voice by this point, but we're just clearing off this little buffet table thing, and I really want this Happy Halloween sign to work, so we're gonna make it work. We're going to make it work on this table. So I'm just kind of moving these around. I decided I wanted to put my Mickey Ghost into the mushroom, so I did that. And then I put these really cute Target string lights around this Happy Halloween sign, and it really just added something to the vibe. Hi friends, I'm calling it a day. I am wiped out. It is 11:30 at night, and I just think I need to be done for the day. It's been a long one. I didn't get as much done as I wanted to. Again, overzealous Rachel here, thinking that she has more time in the day or she's faster than she is at decorating, and I don't know why I think this every year. I always take forever. But I hope you had fun with me today and yesterday. Yesterday we did the patio and we did the dining room, and today we got the living room, kitchen, and entryway. Entryway is questionable, but we did it.
My dogs are barking today.
So what are we doing tomorrow? You might be asking. Day 3 of our 13 days of Halloween. Well, we are going to the pumpkin patch, and I'm excited to actually go out and pick some pumpkins with you all, and also get some pumpkin donuts as well as apple cider donuts, because how can you go to a pumpkin patch and not get those things? They are delicious.